Hi guys, I thought it was about time I did you another chili update. Yeah, it's been a few months now, there's not a lot been happening, which is why I haven't put any videos up. I've noticed there's been a few comments left that I haven't got back to because I've only just noticed them. So in response to your comments, as with regards to what I feed, I use Miracle Grow during the vegetative stage when the plant's growing. And then when it's in flower, I use tomato feed and this chili focus. I mix them two together up in the same batch, so they'll go together as one feed, and I just use that on its own. I'm not going to tell you how to do them. Instructions are on the back of the bottle. Just follow them and you can't go wrong. As with regards to compost, I don't use anything special. I'm using this Dersden's multi-purpose compost with added grow boost from my local hardware store, and that's about £2.59 or something for a 20 litre bag. So don't use anything special when it comes to feeds or when it comes to composts. Right, well, let's have a look at the chilies. With regards to your comment, David, yep, that's fine to leave the buds on your chilies. You said you bought the plant in 2015, so it's obviously been overwintered successfully, which is why it's coming into flower a lot sooner. You'll find that chilies are actually perennials and they will last several years given the right care at winter. Successful overwintering means that the following year your plants will start to produce chilies a lot quicker than they would if you'd grown them from seed that year, because it's already an established plant. So that's why you're seeing flowers. So I'd leave them on there, I wouldn't worry about that. I know it's a bit late for my comment now, so I hope you did leave that on there, and I hope you've got some lovely pods now. As with regard to your comment, Tom, yeah, Super Hots can take anywhere up to 2 months to germinate. I've had chili seeds that have taken me 2 months to germinate. My Carolina Reaper seeds themselves took about a month to come up. The main thing to remember with your seeds is to not keep the compost too wet, because if you keep your compost wet, then you've got a chance of your seeds rotting. So it's just keeping that moisture at the correct level so that your seed doesn't rot in the time that it's taking it to germinate. But yeah, your super hot chilies, your Moruga scorpions, your ghost chilies, your Carolina Reapers, all your Nagas, and they all take up to 2 months to germinate. It all depends on the conditions. I use a heated propagator and I keep them at 28 degrees, and I usually get germination within about a month, but this season I did have a few that did take a little bit longer. So there's your answers to that one. Don't worry, as long as your seed hasn't rotted, then they're fine for, like I say, it can take up to a couple of months. So anyway, let's get back to these and we'll have a look at what I've got going on. Right, this is the Bubblegum 7 pod. It's been rather munched by the slugs, as you can see, because they got in the greenhouse. I don't like using chemicals for biocontrols, mainly because I prefer to garden organically, so I unfortunately just let them get on with it. I've got rid of the slugs and snails out of the greenhouse now, and they seem to have stopped munching on them, but still we've got some flowers appearing on this one, so quite happy with that. Hopefully we should have some nice bubblegum pods. The next one we've got here is the Infinity Chili, so called because the burn apparently doesn't stop. It's had a little bit of a munch, but it's survived quite well. They seem to have taken to the bubblegum rather quite nicely, unfortunately. But we've got some flowers coming on this one now as well, so it shouldn't be long till we've got some pods appearing, hopefully. We've got the 7 pod Katie down here. This one's starting to come into flower now. Again, it's been munched slightly, but no biggie. We've got the pepper Akita. We've got some lovely peppers coming on this one now. This one's turned into quite a tall plant, as you can see, but we have got some lovely fruits on there. The next one we've got down here is another 7 pod Katie. Again, it's had a bit of an attacking by the slugs, but it's no biggie. We've got signs of flowers appearing on this one, so I'm quite happy with that. As you can see when I stand up there, they're quite large plants. The next one we've got here is the Trinidad Scorpion Butch Tea that I overwintered. It's not been as attacked as much by the slugs. They've had a little go at it, but we've got some flowers and more buds appearing on there, so hopefully that should flower and come into fruit within the next month, so we should have some lovely chilies on that. The next one we've got is the black scorpion tongue. I thought this was going to be a purpley coloured leaf, but it's turned out to be a green plant, but it's still looking lovely and healthy. Plenty of flowers coming on this one, so again, more pods. The tam jalapeno, I forgot to repot. It was sat over here at the back and I missed it, so I'm going to have to get that repotted soon and get it outside. Again, this one needs repotting. This is the habanero hot lemon. This one's just coming into flower, as you can see, but it needs repotting and getting outside with the others. Black scorpion tongue, this is the one that wasn't doing too well. It's not a very big plant, but there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, there's 10, 11 pods going to come on that at least, so I'm still quite happy with that one. The next one we've got here is the Moruga Scorpion UV. UV stands for unknown variety. It's supposed to be hotter than the Moruga Scorpion, and could quite possibly be hotter than the Carolina Reaper. But this one's starting to come into flower. Just need to get that one repotted up as well. I haven't had a chance to do any repotting up for a little while, unfortunately, so they've been slightly neglected a little. So I'll take you outside and we'll have a look at what we've got going on outside, because I can't get them all in the greenhouse, and the greenhouse doesn't get that much light. As you can see, it's quite shady over there, so it would be better over here where everything else is in the sun, but I've tried the greenhouse over here and it just doesn't look right. It's too close to the door and there's not enough access, so unfortunately it's got to stay in the shade. Anyway, the next one we've got going on here is the Gorong, which is a rare chili, and as you can see we've got loads of pods coming on that one. It could have done with being potted up into a bigger pot, but another one that I let go. Loads of flowers coming on this one though, loads of pods appearing on it, so really happy. I might actually get that repotted. The next one we've got is the Basket Fire. Absolutely stunning looking plant, beautiful ornamental plant this one. We've got purple chilies appearing on the top here. We've got these two beautiful orange ones right here in the middle, and all the rest of these are predominantly purple, but this will come out into a mass of colour. There'll be purple, there'll be orange, there'll be red. That's just going to look beautiful when all those flowers have come into pod. The next one we've got is our Carolina Reaper that we overwintered from last year. She did come into flower at the end of July, but we had a bad August, the end of August, and all the flowers died, so I didn't get any pods off her. So successfully overwintered her indoors, and we now have, as you can see there, Carolina Reapers. This is the hottest chili pepper in the world, 2.2 million Scovilles, and we've got quite a few peppers appearing on this one all over the place. I'm really happy. First time I've ever grown the Carolina Reaper. Well, I've only been growing chilies 2 years, so this is only my second year growing chilies, and this is the first year I've had results, so I can't wait for them to turn red and dig into one of them and see how hot it really is. Next we've got the ornamental black pearl. This, as you can see, is a really dark purple plant, beautiful dark purple leaves on it, beautiful purple flowers. I mean, I've never seen flowers like this on the chili before. They're just absolutely stunning, and this is the one that you get these little tiny round black peppers that form on. There's one there just come in, just there, and that's your chili pepper. It's going to be a round ball of about that size when it's ready, but they're edible even though it's called an ornamental. The next one we've got here is another 7-pod Katie, but I've got this one outside because I'm experimenting to see if the one outside will flower quicker than the one that's in the greenhouse in the shade. This one's just coming into flower as well, so they're around about level pegging at the moment. Again, another healthy looking plant. It's the 7-pod Katie, the hottest in the UK. There's a sister plant to her called the 7-pod Lucy, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get any of the seeds for that plant, so I'll have to try again next year and see if they're back in stock. The next one we've got here is the tam jalapeno. This should have been repotted into a bigger pot, but as you can see we've got some beautiful fruit appearing on that. They should turn variegated. I believe they might have like white speckles on them. I've got that many chilies. The next one we've got here, this beautiful looking specimen, is my Yorkshire Naga that I overwintered from last year. As you can see, it's looking absolutely beautiful now. It's a lot bigger than it was. Like I say, this is a 2015 plant. It came up late last year and it's just starting to come into flower now, so I'm really excited about the chilies on this. With me being from Yorkshire myself, I can't wait to give these Yorkshire Naga pods a go and make a good old chili con carne with them. The next one we've got is the Pimento Puma. This is supposed to be another purple one. There is slight purpley colours coming in the leaves there. This one should have been repotted. It hasn't been repotted and it's not in flower yet, so I'll have to get that one repotted and hopefully we can give it some feed and boost it into flowering. The next one we've got is Pimento Puma again. This is a much bigger plant. As you can see, this one got repotted into a slightly bigger pot than this one, but not by much. But as you can see, the plant is considerable size bigger. As you can see there, it's looking fantastic and it's already coming into flower. In fact, it's not just coming into flower, I've just noticed there, I don't know if I can get the focus on those, but there we go. We've got a couple of pods appearing on this one. So there's our Pimento Puma. The next one we've got was overwintered. This is a variegated chili, as you can tell by the coloration of the leaves. This is not through nutrient deficiency, it's because it's variegated. They'll eventually turn white like that. The peppers themselves are variegated as well, and as you can see, we've already got loads of flowers coming on this one and we've got peppers forming. So I'm really impressed and pleased with that, because that's another one of my successful overwinterings. Did have more chili plants, but I've given some of them away. The next one we've got here, this is a pepper sweet mimosa. This is just a normal pepper from your garden centre. Plenty of flowers coming on this one. Again, it could do with being in a bigger pot, but I haven't had a chance to do much repotting lately. And then last but not least, we've got this one here, which is the this is a Demon Red. I bought this one from the garden centre. It was about that big when I bought it, and now it's this big, coming into flower. So should have some lovely looking Demon Red peppers appear on that one in the next few months. So there we go, guys. Hope I've answered all your questions. If you've got any more questions, just leave a comment and I'll try and answer them as best I can. Whether I'll make a video or whether I'll just comment on the comments, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when we've got a few more pods on the go. Take care, happy chili growing, and I hope you have a good season. Cheers.